What's going on, everybody? I hope you enjoyed my morning routine series where I brought to you my 5 steps that I do every morning. If you haven't already watched it, you can find them below. Real quick recap. I wake up and I read. I then hop in a cold shower for 1 minute. I spend about 10 minutes every day meditating. I drink a big glass of water or 2. And then finally, I journal, currently using the Daily Stoic. But before that, it took me years to get there. It legit took me years. I'd start a routine, I'd stop, I'd try one thing, I would stop, I'd quit. And what I love about my current morning routine is I genuinely wake up, and part of me is really excited for it, and part of me is a little scared, especially that cold shower if you're not used to it. But what I want to bring to you right now are the top 5 mistakes I was making with my morning routine, and perhaps you're making, because like I've said in the other videos, to me, the morning routine is your double leg. For those of you not familiar with wrestling, just imagine tackling somebody. It's your tackling of the day, and it really starts your day right. It starts your day with energy, with excitement, and most importantly, with some wins. You know, you do your first step, your second step. By the time you're done, you have 3, 4, 5 wins, and you're winning the day. So I'm gonna bring to you the top 5 mistakes I was making, and perhaps you're making, and hopefully, if you can eliminate these mistakes, you'll be on the right path. So the first mistake I was making was doing the wrong things. And what that means is there's no perfect morning routine. You don't have to do my morning routine. I tried all sorts of things. For a while, I was doing some yoga, some sun salutations, and I didn't enjoy it. I was really tight. It just wasn't fun. Some other things I tried to do were, go for a run first thing in the morning. I don't like running any time of day, but I really don't enjoy it first thing in the morning. So the point is, you have to find a morning routine that works for you. If you wake up and you can get in that down dog, up dog, etc., all for you. Go for it. It doesn't have to be what I've done. You don't have to necessarily. I'll tell you the things that work best for me, and then I think you should definitely keep in your morning routine. The hydration's easy. Grab a glass, pound it. Cool. I would tell you the cold shower for a lot of people is like, I was just talking to my cousin Sam, and he's like, I love your morning routine, I'm trying it, but man, that cold shower is scary. That's what I like about it. But you don't have to like that. For me, I dread it. I finish reading, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta hop in this freezing cold shower for a minute. And to me, what that does is like, okay, I've overcome some fear at 6 o'clock in the morning, where most people might not overcome fear or challenge themselves all day. I've already done that. So maybe you don't like the cold shower. Maybe you go for a 10-minute walk. Maybe you spend 5 minutes with your dog. There's all sorts of things you can do. It has to work for you. Mistake number 2 I was making was trying to cram it in. I get it, you have to go to work. Some of you have to be there at 8, 9. I mean, a lot of us work virtually these days. But I used to just kind of wake up and no matter what I had, I didn't set my alarm. So I didn't necessarily give myself that time. And I found that waking up 20 or 30 minutes earlier is so worth it when I get my morning routine in. I travel a lot on the weekends, or at least I did before the pandemic, for CrossFit and for the seminar staff. And we have to be at the box at 8, which means, you got to get up at like 6 or so. And I was like, to get showered, changed, have breakfast, etc., meet the team. We always stop at Starbucks on the way to the box. And I was like, I don't want to get up early and do my morning routine because I've already got to get up early. But it was worth it. Setting my alarm, my morning routine takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and it feels so much better. Even if I'm a little bit tired, that cold shower wakes me right up and I feel refreshed. So get up a little bit earlier rather than trying to cram it in. The third mistake I was making was trying to pack too much into that morning routine. Right now I found the perfect 5 steps for me, and the drinking of the water or the reading, I'm pooping anyway, right? Really don't take that much time. The bulk of my morning routine is really the meditation. Journaling takes 5 minutes by the time I read a passage, think about the question, and actually write it down. Meditation, 10 minutes. The water, the cold shower is literally 1 minute. I set my alarm and I hop in. And readings usually depends how long I'm pooping. 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. And prior to that, I was like, okay, I gotta do all these things. I added in, like I said, yoga. I would add in, going for a jog. Maybe I would even try to cram a workout in there. Too much. Find a morning routine that works for you. I would say absolute most 5 things. If you're new to the morning routine, 3 at most. Find 3 things that really work for you and stick with it. Give it at least 30 days before adding a 4th or a 5th or more. The 4th thing that I was doing was skipping the weekends. I kind of alluded to that. When I would travel, I wouldn't want to wake up early. And it's like your diet, right? You have a cheat day on Saturday, and that kind of turns into having a little bit on Sunday, maybe a touch on Monday, and it's already Tuesday by the time you're back on your routine. Same thing with the morning routine. Don't skip the weekends. Hit it on Saturday, hit it on Sunday, hit it on vacation. No matter what life is throwing at you, that morning routine is your anchor, and that morning routine is going to set you up for success. When you finish your morning routine every day, that's your reminder, you got this. You can do whatever life throws at you. And the fifth mistake I was making was putting it off, right? So what that means is I'd wake up and I might hit the reading, but I would be like, oh, I'll get to my meditation a little bit later, or I'll journal in a little while. Right now, what I've learned is you just hit those steps after step. And it's like habit stacking. James Clear talks about that in Atomic Habits, where, one thing turns into the next. And for me, it's like as soon as I'm done reading on the pooper, I know to turn that shower on. As soon as I'm done with my shower and I put my hoodie on because I'm freezing, I know to turn on my app and sit down and meditate. And as soon as I do that, I grab my glass of water. And as soon as I do that, I grab my daily Stoic journal. So these things stack right on top of each other. But if you wake up and you do one step, and then 20 minutes later you do another, and then another 30 minutes later you do another, first of all, there's a good chance you're not going to get to those other steps. And what I also learned is those things kind of weigh on your mind all day, and you don't want that. You want to be like, I'm done. I've been successful. Let's attack. Let's double leg this day. The dogs clearly hit their morning routine this morning. So anyway, those were the 5 mistakes I was making. Perhaps you're making similar mistakes, or were making similar mistakes. If you have any other questions, or you're still struggling with the morning routine, hit me up. Post in the comments below. I want to help you guys improve and be impacted by your own version of the morning routine. This isn't the Ackerman routine, or this isn't something I've copyrighted like a yoga sequence. This is just what works for me, but I want to help you figure out what works for you. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to go get these crazy dogs some dinner.